Hey everyone, Michelle here, personal trainer and lifestyle coach. Today we are here to talk about our August 2023 theme of the month, exploring introversion. Now, the first and most important part about this is figuring out what an introvert is. What's an introvert, what's an extrovert, and we'll talk about something right in the middle too. You may have heard these terms before. They are some theories from Carl Jung. They're also included in the Myers-Briggs personality trait test. So what is an introvert? An introvert, in the best way that I've heard of it, is thinking about your energy as a battery. An introvert is typically a person who, when they have a lot of external stimuli, or maybe they're hanging out with a lot of people, their battery slowly gets drained. So if you imagine yourself at a party, you're a couple hours in, you feel like it's time for you to go home and you just want to hang out by yourself, that probably means that you're an introvert. On the other end, an extrovert actually gains energy and they recharge their battery from a social setting or from external stimuli. So you can see how they're on kind of opposite ends of the spectrum. Now, right in the middle of the spectrum is what some people consider an ambivert. An ambivert might be somebody that doesn't strongly associate with either an introvert or an extrovert, or they strongly associate with some traits of either an introvert or an extrovert. So it's someone that's kind of mixed in the middle. Now, that does not necessarily mean that it's any better or worse than being on either side of the scale. And realistically speaking, most people are actually going to be somewhere in the middle and or share traits from both ends. But it's just an important thing to recognize that there is a middle ground. There is a little bit of a gray area. So now that we know what an introvert, an extrovert, and an ambivert are, think about some things that might indicate that you fall under the spectrum under one of those. Do you like to take a little extra time to process things, to think things through in your head? You might be an introvert. If you are a little bit more of a natural born leader, like to take action, then you might be a little bit more of an extrovert. There are strengths to each and every single one of these personality types, and that's what we want to recognize. So what we're going to do is we're going to decide where we are on that spectrum. We're going to start to pay attention to what our tendencies are and how we can use them to be our strengths as well. And we also want to start to develop flexibility to be able to switch between either introversion or extroversion as needed in order to best benefit us in whatever situation that we are in. So this month we are focusing on introversion. I want you to think about some things that maybe you already do, some tendencies that you already have that might fall under this introversion category. And then also, even if you find that you're an extrovert, we're going to practice some introvert tendencies. This month, we're going to practice maybe setting aside time for ourselves, trying to have some quiet time, trying to think through our thought processes a little bit more before we speak. And these are all of the strengths that you can carry with us, even without making any changes to your personality. So when you're going through this journey, I want you to ask yourself, what is something introverted or an introverted quality that I explored this week? I'm so excited to hear what you guys do, and I'll talk to you soon.